Ready? Notice is hereby given of a regular meeting of the Board of Directors of the district to be held at 105 Port Road, Port Isabel, Texas, on June 23rd, 2021, at the hour of 5:30 p.m. for consideration of the business of the agenda below. This notice is posted at the office of the district on June 18th, 2021, at 10 p.m. in accordance with the Texas Open Meetings Act, Texas Government Code 551-041, 551-050, not less than 72 hours prior to the time of the said meeting. We do have the presence of a quorum. Present, we have Dave Botter, myself, Mr. Friedman, Mr. Donahue, and Mr. Starkey is joining the meeting as we speak. Absent at this time, we have Dr. Lalonde. We may please have everyone stand for the Pledge of Allegiance and the invocation.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
And Father, again, thank you, Lord, for another wonderful day you made for us, Lord. We just ask you to give us the wisdom, knowledge, Lord, to continue making the best decisions for the water district, the customers, the residents, and we do our best, Lord, and do it all we have. And we thank you again in Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen.
Thank you, Carlos. Move along to item 3, invitation to the audience for public comments. That includes staff, board members, Zoom members. Do we have any at this time?
I do.
Yes.
Okay. I just want to mention that I just celebrated my 61st birthday yesterday.
Happy birthday. You ruined my personal
And then,
comment. I
on
was
this
gonna
one
say.
here, I have a happy belated birthday to Jason for June the 15th.
Thank you.
Happy
Appreciate it.
birthday.
Thank you.
And then I have for the upcoming days, so 26th, for Scott and Bill.
Whoa.
Happy birthday, guys.
Same day.
Thank
So
you.
Is it
I
the
just
same
wanted to
day?
wish you
Yeah.
the best of your birthdays.
I love it.
Thank you, guys.
One day I got, he's out of the country and I get this deal with wine and all this stuff in it. And I'm looking, I go, who gave that to me? And then I found out, look, this Scott had the same birthday. So he wasn't coming back. He said, just drink it and eat it.
Same as well. Wow. Well, happy birthday, gentlemen.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Happy belated birthday to
Thank
you. Anything else to add?
One more thing.
Yes.
The employees have approached me, especially the administration part, where they decided that to ask me if we could have a summer gathering, summer party for the employees, which we normally do, except last year we didn't do it because of the COVID. So we're planning to have something going on. There's 3 areas that we looked into. Camp Rio, which is in Brownsville, it's just a campground with all kinds of activities for kids. And then
Rio.
Camp Rio. You might look it up in the internet and find out, but there's a lot of activities that go on there. Bow hunting for kids,
Canoeing.
and canoeing. I don't have everything here, but the second one that we looked at is the beach park, which is used to be Splitter Bombs. And then the third one was beach access number 5. Where a few years back, about 3 years back, we had one there. We had good barbecue and other employees had a lot of fun, games and volleyball. What else, Robert? Frisbee,
Horseshoes and
horseshoes.
basketball.
It's just a gathering with our employees and having fun being out there. So this will be for, we kind of want the employees to elect which place they want. So we got one of these questionnaires for the 3 sites, see for whoever, whenever we get that, as many counts, we're gonna go to that one. And either for August the 7th or August the 14th. So it's just an activity and you guys are also gonna be invited.
Not to be a party pooper, but can I make a comment?
Go for it.
If you're gonna do anything on the island, I think you do better to do it in September, middle of September. These weekends are just crazy. The middle of August,
Well,
honest comment.
usually the August 7th and 8th, I don't know how true it is.
I know everyone wants to
before
have
school
something, but-
starts or right the week after school starts.
Yeah, that's-
So I don't know how bad it would be.
Was the island an option? I heard Rio and then my brain turned off.
Yes.
Schlitterbahn,
Schlitterbahn is
okay.
one and then beach access number 5, which is
I'm just giving my comment that it would be more relaxing, enjoyable for everyone, post September. But
September, well, we can.
just my comment.
we'll
Unless
talk
they
about it.
picked
Thank
Rio,
you. But thanks for the
right? Because
information.
Rio's up in,
Brownsville, at I think it's by Elton Door, back to the west, somewhere in there.
they have
I've never been there,
facilitators
but-
there to facilitate those and all that
All
stuff. Like,
that's-
will there be staff members
Yes.
at the
Yes,
site?
there's a lot of staff members.
I'm all in on that.
That
Brian looks
control-
like he's in on that too.
Yeah.
We already
I
are
was just
thinking.
thinking about bow and arrows without
Live
anybody there.
drawing.
Oh, he was thinking of the
Yeah,
lawyers.
a lot of
darts.
employees
Yes.
love that too. I do.
I do.
But anyhow,
all
whichever
in.
the employees pick, we'll go with that, and then we'll decide on maybe something. We'll talk about it.
Just a comment,
It's on a weekend anyhow, so,
I'm all
but
in.
the weekends are just crazy.
and that's all I have. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Carlos.
Let's move along to item 4. Yes,
Sorry, just want to make a quick comment concerning the EPA requirements on the lead and copper that I brought to you gentlemen about a month ago or so. We have started the project as far as the testing for lead and copper in our water system as well. And there have been some notices that have gone up.
Yes, they went out with the bills, and the first billing cycle got theirs, and we're going to be including them with the next 2 billing cycles as well, so that everybody gets a copy of the flyer, asking them to go to the website and fill out the survey.
Okay, so when you say notice, it's not that they have lead and copper in their water. It's to ask them to participate and
Correct.
tell them that
Yes.
we're, okay, thank you.
Yes, yes.
I'm
Thank you.
sure I'm not the only one that needed
Thank you for
clarification on
clarifying that.
So,
No, this is just on the survey. We had asked the employees to go ahead and go in and start their surveys. We got a pretty good response for the employees that live in the area and have filled out the survey. Also, it has been put in Facebook by Grant Access.
That's right.
And we are talking with the city of Port Isabel. They are doing another project and getting people in for a different thing. And we're going to combine forces with them and so that we can do both of them at the same time and get as many participants as we can.
are we still in public comments?
yes.
Perfect. Thank you. I guess here's some public comments because I know it's not on the agenda. Thank you for this. And this is probably given to you guys already in a previous meeting, so I'm just, because I wasn't here last time. I don't know, might have carried that the whole time, and I guess this is comments, I don't expect any feedback, but maybe at the conclusion of this meeting, I can have a discussion with you, Brian, about what's the lawful way as a board member for me to use this cell phone, or do I got to carry it all the time, or what numbers can I actually put in there? But my understanding, this is for emergencies, that when an emergency strikes, like we had an emergency meeting the last time when the blackout and the big freeze and all that stuff occurred, that would have been a time when this thing would have needed to be on me at all times, but it's really nice. Thank you. I want to say that, but I don't know if I'm down for carrying it in my back pocket with my other one all the time.
For
Emergency times, and it's only water district matters. It won't have any personal usage on.
So if there's a freeze or a hurricane, you can probably go pick it up.
Keep it in my safe in my house until then. All right, cool. Thank you, guys. That's all I got.
Okay. Anyone else in closing? Let's carry along to item 4. Consider and discuss for possible approval the minutes of the regular meeting from June 9th, 2021.
Motion approved.
Motion for approval by Mr. Donahue, seconded by Mr. Potter. Are all those in favor?
All right.
There are none are opposed. Motion carries. Thank you. Item 5, general manager's report. Carla?
Still have the reservoir levels in there because I need to report every 2 weeks. The reservoir level at the Amistad and Falcon Lakes has risen another percent from 39.5 to 40.5. So that means it's slowly going up, but not quite fast. So as long as it's going up, I think it's a good sign. And I think there's a lot of storms that are coming up around the area that, that we're having. Last night we had a big storm in the island. Laguna Vista had very little rain. I think we had a whole bunch of rain in the island. But yeah, that's what I have, and we're still under conservation measures, which is on I guess what we've been doing is try to conserve as much as we can and help out. And then looking into this, I know I had another report that on the water consumptions. Last year we had 113
Million
in
gallons.
May,
Mhm.
113 million, May of last year. This is the only month that I can report because we started in April on the conservation, so probably March, but it starts the whole full month was May that I can compare it to last year. So it's 113 million gallons of water consumption when we had the COVID. This year we have 98 million, so it's less. So that's what conservation means that it works, and I've seen it before. And we're down to 98 million compared to 113 last year. Even though we had COVID, all over the place, we're conserving water. I just want to thank the public for what they're doing. Keep on doing it. Anyhow, okay, the next one that I have, any questions on that reservoir level? Hope it keeps going up. The employee recognition is employees that have acquired their licenses. I have 3. Joseph Monsivais is on the wastewater treatment plant. He acquired his B license, which is a
Big deal.
very competitive license because it's kind of difficult to learn all that's in there. And he acquired that one. Then Brandon Ramirez acquired his C license, the wastewater license also. So these are new employees that I've seen that have been climbing up and trying to acquire their wastewater licenses. And then Federico Cantu, he acquired his D for distribution. And every time I see those 3 guys, I see them working hard all the time. And I'm amazed that these guys are young and agile for everything. They work hard at everything they do. So congratulations to them. That's all I have.
Thank you, Carlos. Thank you. Let's move along to item 6. Consider and discuss the possible renewal agreement approval with Estrada Hinojosa and Company, Inc. for financial advisory services.
Just stay up there.
Yeah, this one is our renewal for Estrada Hinojosa. The agreement, the only thing I'm concerned about the agreement, this agreement, we can usually cut it off within 30 days if we ever decide to. But it says for 5 years, and I'd rather have that we can change it for 3 years instead of 5.
Why 3?
Well, that's what we normally do every 3 years is look into it. Unless the board wants 5 years, we can go ahead. Right now, I know that they've been doing a lot of work for our bonds, and that's one of the
All the
reasons. Yes, so we need them to be our financial advisors.
Well, the 30-day clause that it does not include, it does or does not include the 30-day
Yes,
clause?
it does.
Okay.
Yeah, anytime this is within 30
We
days.
just need to give them 30 days notice that we're going a different direction.
Exactly.
That's all I need.
We've worked with them since the beginning of time. They work with our bond.
If they work with their bonds, that's
Aware.
enough for me. to
Yeah, and
work.
it's with or without cause, so you can just cancel 30.
I think that protects us. I don't think it warrants a 3-year deal versus a 5-year. The 30 without, sorry to interrupt,
It's up to you guys.
without clause. I'm fine with the 5. And I'm assuming Brian's seen this and signs off on it.
Well,
I haven't
it's
reviewed the
it's same-
contract.
It's the same agreement as last year, or
Sorry,
past 2 years.
I'm good with it. Yeah, if everybody's okay with it.
Yeah, is it the same amount as far
Well,
as?
yeah, they don't get paid until they sell bonds and, it's a percentage.
Percentage of the,
But none of that changed, right?
percentage stays the same.
Right.
Yes, the rates are the same.
There's a motion made by Mr. Stark,
I'll second
seconded by Mr. Donahue. All those in favor?
Aye.
They are there. Any opposed? None. Motion carries. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes.
Item 7, consider and discuss for possible assignment of appeal by Greg Clement of RFQ number insurance 01032121 to insurance committee for review.
Yeah, I'll step in here for Eddie. This is that appeal that you may remember has come up a few times. What the stage we're at now, we would just like I think the insurance committee has already been appointed and that we already have the members of it, but just set a date and time for him, to give him the opportunity to come and have his appeal heard. He's at the next stage where he's been rejected by management, it's been denied, and he's asked to appeal to the board. So if we could just set him a date and time and come up with one where the two committee members
Okay.
are available.
Perhaps just call us with some available times and dates for everyone. Does that work, or do you want something?
Is there an appeal committee already
Yeah,
existing?
there's already.
Who's on the appeal
I think
committee?
it's Mr. Donahue and Mr. Friedman.
Oh, I'm all in.
Congratulations.
Yes.
Go
But
for
you
it.
can appoint a new committee. If
No,
you
I
want.
think that
Just a
committee
two-member
makes
So do we
committee.
want to set a date today, or what do you want to, what's
If
your
we could do
preference?
one now and
If you want
today
to
and
do it
just
now, I don't care.
kind of look at the
I prefer
calendar and then we can
mornings
let him know.
Personally, 10 o'clock or so, what's your preference?
That's fine.
Want to pick a day before the next meeting? Our next meeting here, it's probably either one day next week, because July 4th fits in there too, so it's either probably like next Wednesday or Thursday probably, or the following. I don't know, it doesn't matter.
July the 14th.
Whatever day, I don't have any
What
agenda.
is Thursday, the 10th? Or wait, the 2nd, 3rd? You looking at,
July 1st or July 8th?
oh, we're looking at July?
Well,
Or June. Okay.
Next week is,
Yeah.
I can't. see
Okay.
it.
next week is already July 1st, next Thursday.
Yeah, that's fine with me if you want to do it next Thursday.
Thursday, July 1st,
Here at 10?
here at 10,
10 a.m.
upstairs,
Where?
upstairs. Carlos is the board room up there.
Curiously, just an aside question. Brian, this would be for you. Does this process have to include our board hearing this appeal, or is this just something that
Yeah,
the
it's
district's doing?
next stage of the appeal is to go to the board. We've
Okay.
informed him that that means that he is heard in front of a committee of two who meet with him, and we can have a full discussion rather than just the public comments he's been showing up and making. And then the board will report back, the committee will report back to the board in open session to discuss what transpired and for the whole board to make a decision. And that's the way it works.
Is there any additional steps hypothetically if this continues to move forward?
No, this is the last step with us.
Okay.
And then, and we've given him the opportunity to do that. He's declined to give us a date. So my idea is just set him a date, tell him we're going to be available on July 1st at 10 a.m. That's when your meeting's set, and give him the opportunity to be heard.
Yeah, and it's far enough in advance. I think that's definitely reasonable because we have other schedules to consider that are
Right.
involved.
And if he tells us, yes, I am interested in appearing before the committee, but that date and time doesn't work, then we'll deal with that.
Okay, that's all. Thank you.
Okay. We've already set that date, so let's carry on to.
Is that
item-
an action item? Or
Excuse me?
is that an action item?
Consider discuss for possible assignment.
No, I think that's
No,
fine.
it's just a state.
Yeah.
Let's carry on to item 8, consider and review expenditures from June 1st, 2021 through June 15th, 2021. And have a chance to review them and acknowledge them.
Knowledge.
Acknowledged by Mr. Starkey and Mr. Potter and Mr. Donahue and myself, Mr. Friedman, all have acknowledged. Let's carry on to item 9, consider and remove from the table the following executive items tabled at the regular meeting on June 9th, 2021. Deliberation regarding the evaluation of district manager to general manager. Motion to take it off the table.
So
Motion made by Mr. Starkey,
Second.
second by Mr. Donahue. All those in favor?
Aye.
They are items off the table. Item 10, motion to table that also, executive session permitted by the Open Meetings Act, VTCA Government Code Section 551071, Ed Sequence under Section 551071, consultation with attorney under Section 551074, personal matters, deliberation regarding the evaluation of district employee to a general manager. We don't have a full board, so I prefer a full board if we're going to discuss this. Is that okay? Carlos? Yes, no? Okay. Board?
table will be appropriate move here.
Motion to a table by Mr. Starkey,
Second.
second by Mr. Donahue. Are all those in favor?
Aye.
They are. Motion has been tabled. Item 11, consideration and action on executive session items if necessary. Item is tabled. Item 12, meeting adjourned at 6:50 p.m.